After World War II, US military personnel discovered a large diary dictated by Paul Joseph Goebbels. Louis Lochner translated the diary in 1948, and Leonard Doob wrote an article reflecting upon the diary in 1950. The article is still available today through the Oxford University Press. Goebbels' main principles of propaganda are noted in the diary, and they can be identified again in today's American politics. To which degree? Let's find out. Number one, avoid abstract ideas and appeal only to the emotions. DeSantis satisfies this with black queer theory, indoctrination, and morality as a fear-mongering perspective and uses that as a hinge to remove AP courses, limit school libraries, groom access to knowledge, and threaten teachers with felonies if they don't comply. Essentially, DeSantis is guilty of that which he's arguing against. Number two, constantly repeat just a few ideas and use stereotyped phrases. Undoubtedly, Trump championed this with "lock her up." DeSantis is following with "woke goes to die." Both are phrases that are usable as chants, as is evidenced by their disciples, mindlessly chanting what their Führers instill in their heads. Goebbels number three. Give only one side of the argument. This is generally a political condition. However, DeSantis equal to Trump will absolutely never apply consideration because that takes critical thought, but maintain a constantly simple-minded narrative. Simple to Goebbels, they count on the intellectually less developed, which is also an outcome of removing access to knowledge, which allows for greater appeal to emotions. This is also evidenced by removing critical thought embedded in curricula, such as critical race theory, among other theories. Trump and DeSantis are both in variations on record with wanting to remove or reduce African-American history, which is inevitably American history. Number four, continuously criticize your opponents. Again, a political condition, but it is the hallmark of Trump, as has been evidenced for decades with increasing velocity since his last campaign, and he's at it again. Demonizing opponents based on identity, where facts are a foreign language, Trump cannot utilize fact base, as it requires critical thinking for processing, which thereby reduces the emotional contagion. Number five, pick one or two special enemies for special vilification. In the 1930s, it was the Jewish community. For Trump, it were the Hispanic and Arabic communities. For DeSantis, it has already started with our Black and African American communities, and who knows what he's going to add next. There are far more principles of propaganda, and all will come into effect in one way or another here in the next couple of years. And the consequences may very well be dire, as history has shown. The antidote is to be aware and educated by establishing a clear filter for what is said, how it's said, and who is being targeted, and what is the ask from supporters. The material is available from several universities, although, as I mentioned in the beginning, the Oxford University Press article by Doob is a great starting point.